What's going on, guys? Welcome to Arsenal Fan TV, and it is another massive game for Arsenal at home to Liverpool in the FA Cup. Now, this game is made a whole load more intriguing given what happened at Anfield last weekend when we lost 5-1 to them. Now, this game can go either one of two ways. We can actually be really up for it, go at Liverpool, all-out attack, and hopefully get a few goals and a comfortable win. Or we can sit back, give Liverpool far too much respect, and end up conceding and having another sloppy performance. Now, in that 0-0 draw against United and in the 5-1 defeat for Liverpool, the performances haven't been up to scratch. Given in the United game, the performance was a million times better than it was in that Liverpool game, but it still wasn't good enough Arsenal quality, and we have to improve for this game. The FA Cup, it's not the most prestigious of tournaments anymore. It's still a very, it's a tournament with an awful lot of heritage to it. I think it's a very respectable tournament, and I think at the end of the day, it could be our best chance of silverware, given the Premier League is coming so much more tighter at the moment. Not to say we're not going to win the Premier League, but the FA Cup, I still think any trophy this season would do us justice, and the FA Cup is an excellent basis to start on, and we should go all out to win it. I mean, I don't think we should be prioritising anything at the moment. I think why not go all out for everything? I mean, obviously, we're going to have to rotate the squad, but those players should have the belief to go out there and hopefully grind out wins in these big games. It's another character building game for Arsenal, and we should hopefully be getting the win here. When we played Liverpool last time at the Emirates, we got 2-0 and it was a comfortable win, but the circumstances are different this time. Our confidence has been absolutely rattled given the last time we played them. Anyway, Liverpool, they've been on splendid form in 2014. No one's beaten them as of yet. And they're coming into this game on the back of that 3-2 away win to Fulham, which is a great win for them. It's a crucial 3 points, and it continues to put them in the title race. And I honestly don't know where we're going to start with Liverpool. I mean, there were so many problems with them attacking against us when we lost to them, and breaking them down. You'd think that shabby defence they've got. I mean, the Kolo Touré mistake for the Fulham goal, we should be scoring against that when you've got the likes of Ozil, Cazorla, Podolski, Gnabry, etc. in the team. And it surprises me that we actually failed to score from open play in that game again at Anfield. Anyway, we should go into this game with attack in mind, and I'm hoping we'll be able to score against that leaky defence. But going forward, that's where Liverpool are going to expose us so massively. I mean, if Gibbs plays, I think that's crucial. Gibbs has to start this one. Same back four that played against United. But, I mean, stopping Sterling, Suarez, Sturridge, Coutinho, even Sissoko at times was actually pretty dangerous in that game. It's going to be one hell of a job. I mean, these lovely counter-attacking moves Liverpool were making against them, when we were pushing simply too many men up to the Liverpool end, and they were bringing all these players towards us and just making these swift attacking moves, and before we knew it, it was in the back of the net. Now, our set pieces have to be defended an awful lot better in this one. We conceded 2 goals from set pieces in that game at Anfield, and that can't go on. The zonal marking thing, I mean, it's worked for us basically for a majority of the season, and we've just got to be making sure we get those balls out of the box, especially when they've got big guys in there such as Skirtle, who can cause us problems. So that's the Liverpool side of things. Obviously, it is going to be extremely tough trying to stop them scoring, especially when they've got probably the most deadly partnership going up top in world football at the moment. I think I rate Suarez and Sturridge that highly at the moment. They complement each other perfectly, and as long as those two are in the Liverpool team, they're going to be competing for the title year in, year out, as long as they're in that squad. Anyway, looking at Arsenal, I mean, I'm expecting some significant rotation in the squad. I think Podolski has got to start this one. When we last played Liverpool, we massively lacked width. I mean, Chamberlain and Cazorla, neither of them, their tracking back was appalling in that game, and that surprises me for Chamberlain, considering he's meant to be a winger or midfielder. I think he's actually playing better in midfield at the moment. But anyway, I want to see two proper wingers start this game. I want to see Gnabry start, and I want to see Podolski start, because actually I'm not too sure about Gnabry. I mean, he wasn't even in the squad for United games, so I don't know if he's injured or if he's ill or whatever, but I think it's crucial that we have a proper right-handed player playing on the wing, because when you've got Sterling, etc., Coutinho, Suarez, Sturridge running at you, then they exploit us on the flanks. And Sanya, I don't think a lot of people picked up that he had an appalling game at Anfield. Not to say that, actually, to be honest, everyone had an appalling game, but he was out of position far too many times, and when he's having to defend against Sterling, simply can't do that. Sterling's a cracking player, and trying to stop him It's going to be one hell of a job. Sagna has to be on pitch perfect form. Anyway, I'm going to get straight into my Arsenal lineup, and I'm going to go with Szczesny in goal, Sagna right back, Mertesacker, Koscielny, Chamberlain, Flamini, Gnabry, Ozil, Podolski and Nicholas Bentner. Now obviously there's a load of significant rotation in that squad. Flamini back in the team after his suspension. I think Arteta has been massively off the ball. He's getting caught in position far too much for my liking. He either needs a rest or he needs to be dropped, so I'd bring Flamini back into the team. Wilshere didn't have his best game against United, too inconsistent for me. Drop him, put Chamberlain in where he had that excellent game against Crystal Palace in the holding midfield role alongside Flamini. Gnabry and Podolski on the wings, already stated why they need to be there. It's crucial that they play. Ozil, keep him in the squad. He'll be able to feed the likes of Podolski and Gnabry, which he's been missing. And Bentner up top, that's probably going to get a whole load of criticism. But Olivier Giroud at the moment is offering us absolutely nothing up top. And it's not fair that Bentner has to sit on the bench and, you know, watch all these chances Giroud's getting that maybe Bentner could score. I mean, 9 times out of 10, Bentner would probably make a hash of it. But, you know, Giroud's just offering us nothing, and we've got to try something new. And Bentner, for all we know, he could have scored those chances that Giroud got in the United game. I mean, he probably wouldn't, but I mean, we've got to try something new, something fresh. And you know, I think even if Bentner had played that game against United and he'd missed the chances Giroud had, he'd get a load of stick. Giroud, I think he did get an awful lot of criticism, but he didn't get anywhere near the amount Bentner would have got if he'd have started that game and missed those chances. So I think, you know, he just deserves a chance, to be honest. Giroud, he's either fatigued or he needs to be dropped, and I think we've got to keep a fresh set of players for that Munich game. I think that's a game that has to be taken seriously. And, you know, that lineup that I've just read out, I mean, that's capable of beating Liverpool at home. I mean, it's capable of getting goals against them, and I think it's the one that should be playing. I mean, loads of rotation in there. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. I mean, I doubt that lineup will play. I guess it will see a very similar lineup to that played against United the other night. Anyway, those have been my thoughts on the upcoming game against Liverpool. Leave your team predictions in the comments box below. That's what I want to hear. And, you know, score predictions. If you want my honest opinion, I think it will be a 1-1 draw. Liverpool, they're just too hot to handle up top at the moment, and our defence has to be resilient. Going forward, I think those players are capable of getting a goal. I think it's going to be a very even game, and it could end up going to a replay. So, yeah, leave your score predictions in the comments box below. I'm going to hopefully be optimistic, and in the back of my mind, I'm confident, quietly confident we can get a win, but, you know, a draw, you know, I don't think we can afford to get a draw. Another game would just be absolutely horrific given the schedule we've already got. So, like I've said, I think 1-1 will be the realistic score. I'm hoping it will be like, you know, 2 or 3-0. But anyway, leave your score predictions in the comments box below. If you have enjoyed the video, it would be great if you click the like button. Subscribe for more videos. And as always, thank you for watching, guys.